Good day, Assalamualaikum, Salam Sejahtera, and welcome back to our video log on organizational development. And now we're focusing on leadership DNA part 4, that is self-confidence. Why is self-confidence one of the important character trait in leadership DNA? Simply because if you are not confident, the question will come up here is, who will follow you? Who will listen to you? A confident leader is a person who can shape and guide individuals, followers, employees, subordinates while making decisions to keep the organization moving ahead. They are visionaries people, they are motivators, and they are encouragers. So hence simply mean a confident leader, they are positive-minded people. What is meant by self-confidence? Gentlemen and ladies, self-confidence is about your attitude, about your skills and abilities. So that's why in leadership, it push on character development, because simply the critical path of an individual to become a leader is sharpening their attitude, is about sharpening their skills and abilities. And all in all, the greatest part of it is about moving people. So hence, great leaders have great people's skills. Now, when we talk about a self-confident individual, a self-confident person, it means you accept and trust yourself first. Trust in your abilities, trust in your decision making, trust in your ideas, and you have a sense of control of yourself in the first place. Because basically when we talk about followers, when we talk about employees, there are various different types of characters that you will be managing. Imagine an orchestra. When we talk about future fit leaders, when we talk about leaders, they are the maestro in front, the ones who are conducting the orchestra. And imagine in an orchestra, there are various different types of musical instrument that produces different sounds. A drum will create another impact. A trumpet will be blaring with different noise, and so forth. There are various different types of musical instrument. But when this maestro come up with the arrangement and combine all these different types of sound being produced by different types of instruments and different types of person with different types of background, they come up to deliver a very mesmerizing melodies that will engage the audience. That is leadership. And self-confident leaders, they know their strength and they know their weaknesses too. So what it simply means here is they will always do their personal SWOT analysis. They always have a positive view of themselves. They accept their weaknesses because they know these are the areas that they have to develop, and they make use of their strength to benefit others and the organization. However, people with low self-confidence often have errors in their thinking. They make a lot of mistakes simply because they are always overthinking into the negative side of things, into the can-do, into the black areas of life, the dark force. Hence, that's why leaders, the critical path of the DNA of any leadership is always self-confidence. A leader with self-confidence thinks positively about the future and is willing to take risks. They take risks, of course. They take a lot of risks. However, remember this is calculated risks, okay? And they take risks because it's necessary to achieve their personal and professional goal. A leader with self-confidence always think positively about the future. They always look at positive possibilities that makes you want to move ahead. Rather than if you look at the negative possibilities, it will always stop you from moving ahead, because negative possibilities, they dwell on fear, they dwell on can't do, they dwell on impossibilities. Hence it says here, a leader with self-confidence always takes on the positive side of life, because they know it is necessary to achieve their personal and professional goals. The good news is that self-confidence is something you can improve and build. A confident leader, they are never the same. There are no two leaders that are the same, but confident leaders tend to have these 5 traits, the traits that goes along with their DNA. Number 1 is these leaders, this individual, they have integrity, self-integrity. Their values are positive. They are able to communicate and influence others. Communication is their greatest asset. They are self-awareness and learning agility. That means life is a never-ending journey of learning new skills, adapting to new environment, learning about people, and they have this character that people like to be close to them because they have gratitude in them. They know that no one person can make things happen, that they need people to make things happen. And of course, they have the courage. Imagine if we have a group of lion that is being led by a lamb. Now don't look at the lion will eat the lamb, but look at the lamb or the sheep that is leading a group of lion. After a long period of time, imagine the lion doesn't roar anymore. The lion will come up with the sound of the sheep. But however, if we have a lion that is leading a pack of sheep, in the long run, the sheep will learn to roar like a lion. So in that perspective, it says leaders play a very important role in influencing and cultivating the culture of the people within their jurisdiction. The importance of self-confidence in leadership. Number 1, if you don't believe in yourself, who will believe in you? So first thing is, believe in yourself. Develop that self-confidence. Confidence helps us feel ready for life's experiences, because great leaders, future fit leaders, have to be exposed to various situations in leading others. When we are confident, we are more likely to move forward with people and opportunities. Remember, move forward with people. The ones who are going to do the task, the ones who are going to be engaged in delivering the results are your followers. Leaders lead, supervise, encourage, engage, and many more. So we are more likely to move forward with people and opportunities and not back away from them. And if things don't work out, sometimes, not every time, things work out well. Sometimes there are situations that things doesn't work out. And if things doesn't work out at first, confidence helps us to try again and again and again. Imagine this, a small kid, a small toddler that learns to walk in the first time experience of their life. How many times have you seen your kid falling down? But what happened is, this small toddler, some of them might cry, but they doesn't cry forever until they get old. They cry 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then they get up again, and they try again, until they're able to take that first step in life, which then gives them more confidence. And again, and whatever things that they do, if they fail the first time, they will pick themselves up and move forward again. See how positive the character of a kid is. And that's what great leaders have. They have that positive characters that doesn't give up. They This is what we call resilience. Self-confidence will give you resilience. Fall, get up again. Fall, get up again. Until you're able to do things as what you want and the results you expect. Now, when a leader exhibits this confidence, it makes it easier for others to trust that leader and follow them confidently. Self-confidence helps you earn the trust and respect from your team. People will respect you, people will trust you if you are positive, if you are confident. They know that you will lead them to greatness. Now, in leadership, one of the biggest benefit and importance of self-confidence is trust. People will simply want to follow you. People will simply trust you. They put their trust in you because they know that you can lead them to the right path of success. And your confidence toward yourself can always infect others. They are spontaneous, that people know you will lead them to the right path. These are one of the most important sought-after qualities that organizations require from any future fit leaders. Why? Because they will manage and they will lead teams to success. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is pertinent, it is important for every organization to come up with a training programs for future fit leaders. You will have to develop potential non-leaders in your organization, in your department, potential people that have the leadership qualities, and that's why we are talking about leadership DNA today. So pause here, write down the names of those potential people to be trained as your future leaders in your organization, and give the leadership DNA, mold the leadership DNA into them. And self-confident leaders, normally they are fearless. They do not strive on fear. They are otherwise strive on confidence, strive on positivity. They have the courage, and this courage will make them do all the right things without hesitation and anxiety. They will never think twice. Should I do this or should I do that? When people see you are in that state, you will lose their trust. Because followers, employees, they are not stupid, guys. They know what is going on. And self-confident leaders, okay, they communicate confidently. The greatest asset of any leaders, be it political, be it in organization, be it in government, leaders have the ability to communicate confidently. Self-confidence helps ideas flow, and self-confidence in leadership gives you self-assurance. You do not doubt yourself. You know what you want, you know what you have to do, and you know where you will be leading the others, simply because you sharpen your skills, you sharpen your knowledge from time to time. And this type of leaders have high levels of faith and trust and in their confidence, in their skills, and in their capabilities before they can even lead others. So the leaders won't be affected by those who doubt them. There are various different types of followers. There are various different types of people out there that will criticize you, that will try to shoot you down with their beliefs in whatever ideas they may be. But self-confident leaders, they stand by their principles, by their policies, by their belief. Self-confidence leaders improves followers' trust. Your people need not be worried. They won't be worried that you will flip your decision at any moment in time. So there are leaders who are flip-flopping, and these people lose the respect of their followers. Today they say A, tomorrow they say B. Day after tomorrow they say C. Then they come back to A. These are flip-flopping leaders. And flip-flopping leaders, they show their lack of self-confidence. People do not want flip-flopping leaders. People do not want frogs that will jump from this part and then tomorrow jump again to another part and again jump again to another decision. They are useless people. Employees, followers, they want self-confident leaders to believe in. And self-confidence helps oneself to aim higher and higher, to achieve higher goal, to manage various different challenges in an organization because they know of their ability, they know of their capability. They always rise the stake. They rise the stake and are willing to take risks to achieve higher goals for themselves and their organization. So that's why self-confidence is a very critical path in developing your leadership DNA. Apart from that, self-confident leaders, they are calm and they are composed. They are like this because they are confident enough that whatever obstacles that may come their way, they will be able to overcome it. They will still achieve the goals that they have set. They are always ever prepared. How does they come to this? Is because they keep on learning and doing things day by day. They are being exposed to different types of situations, and this in turn raise their level of self-confidence in their ability. Self-confident leaders are unafraid to take risks. But remember this, they will always take calculated risks. They do their risk assessment proper. They make sure that the odds and conditions of those risks are favorable to them. Otherwise, they will take a different route. So this is very critical. Self-confident leaders do take risks, but they take calculated risks. And this type of leaders, these self-confidence leaders, they take criticism and feedback well. They are open. They listen to what their followers, to what the people have to say. They have rooms for improvement because they always do their personal SWOT analysis. They know every human being, every individual have their own strength, have their own weaknesses. Hence, they listen to the feedback of others, of their people, and they do not blacklist them. I've seen organizations whereby if the followers were to give feedback to their leaders, they look at it negatively. Remember this, comments, criticism, these are all actually feedback. It's up to you whether you want to look at it positively or negatively. But to me, that word leadership, L, begins with that word listen. So listen to what people have to say. Take in whatever the feedback and improve. Self-confident leaders, they are open for criticism and feedback as well as values, whatever their followers have to say. So whatever we, the followers, we, the employees that will input to the leaders, they value that information. Not otherwise, a negative leaders in an organization will blacklist the people who give feedback. They will earmark the followers that will give them information because they look at it as they are not equipped well to handle this. But actually, every criticism, feedback of situations, a feedback of happenings, a feedback of problems to be solved. That's about it. Okay? Self-confidence leaders, they listen to their subordinates, they listen to their employees and absorb their ideas. And they know very well weaknesses, mistakes happen in organization because there is no perfect organization at any one time. That's why the Japanese come up with that word Kaizen, continuous improvement. Leaders that doesn't listen to feedback, that doesn't listen to criticism, there will never be such a thing as continuous improvement. And if your organization are ISO certified 9001-2015, frankly, I would say you failed. Self-confidence. Leaders encourage change because they believe in changing for the better. They believe in change management and they are not afraid of change. They empower people, they inspire people, they share visions daily, weekly or monthly, and they lead change. They will give information on positive change, on positive direction. And that's why these type of leaders will improve their department and improve the organization as a whole. We do not want to be organizations that so far proud of themselves, but in actual fact, they are not doing what they are supposed to do. They do not have leaders who listen to feedback, who listens to criticism. Self-confidence leaders help them earn the trust and respect from their team. They know in leadership one of the biggest benefit and importance of self-confidence is trust. If you're a leader in any aspect, whether you are a politician, whether you are state leaders or national leaders, whether you're organizational leaders or departmental leaders, you have to remember this. Trust is your diamond in the hand. People will follow you because they trust you. The moment trust is broken, forget it. Nobody will believe in you anymore. Nobody will respect you anymore. And because of this, self-confident leaders know they will portray, they will show their commitment, they will show their sincerity. Of course, their reliability, the trustworthiness. How? Is through depicting, is through portraying the integrity of self, their competency in doing whatever task, in delivering the results, and these leaders, they are consistent. And that is why, again, I repeat, you have to develop your future fit leaders, because these are the characters that doesn't come by itself, that doesn't drop from the sky. They have to learn, they have to earn, they have to gain the respect of others in order for them to lead. And ladies and gentlemen, okay, we have touched on drive and passion as a DNA of a great leader. The desire to lead. In order for you to become a leader, you have to have the desire to lead. Of course, the internal values, the internal compass, the internal lighthouse of any leaders, that is integrity, your self-values, your principles that you hold on. And today we are touching on self-confidence. The DNA of self-confidence in leadership simply makes these leadership qualities to have no doubts. These great leaders do not doubt themselves. They are exposed to many different types of situations that whereby they learn how to manage, they learn how to lead people in difficult times, in good times, and because of this, their confidence grow to a greater level, to a greater heights. So this is about part 4 of leadership DNA, self-confidence. Now in the next part of our video blog, we shall be focusing, looking into ways to develop leadership confidence. How can we develop our self-confidence to greater heights? This is critical for your future fit leaders within your organization. Remember, future fit leaders, they are potential employees in your organization that doesn't hold any leadership status yet at the moment, you have to pick up these potential people, list them down, and put them into your Future Fit Leaders program. And if you do not have one, get in touch with us to sit down with you to design and develop your Future Fit Leaders program. And again, in the next video blog, we will also look at what happens when you lose your self-confidence. What are the impact on your leadership ability when you do not have self-confidence? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us in this part 4 of Leadership DNA Self-Confidence. We shall be seeing each other again on the next part of our video blog that will look into leadership, how to develop leadership confidence, and what happens when you lose them. Thank you. Be safe. Cheerio.